What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder, coming to you on this Tell the Truth, Talk to Me Tuesday. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do on Tuesday. We're going to tell you the truth. We're not going to hold it back. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to make it plain so that you can do and be who it is that you've been called to be as an entrepreneur, as a leader. Welcome to the brand new suite, y'all, with your boy, the Impact Builder, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. It's no holds barred in here in the brand new suite. I am more than excited on today. Last night, I was privileged to be able to be on the call that Roland Martin, Bakari Sellers, and others that put it together, but a galvanizing of men. Specifically, all men were welcome, but specifically black men got on a call last night, and through the various social media platforms. I'll say that through various media platforms in support of our current vice president, who has decided to now be a runner for the president of the United States, and more than likely the front runner, if not the only runner for the Democratic president of the United States. So, but I was privy to be on the call to listen, or to watch and to listen and to see how this is the beauty of this, and I look at it from this entrepreneurship eye, y'all. I swear I see everything through this lens, and so as I was listening last night, and then as I was walking this morning, and I was thinking about how quickly these individuals, these organizations came together. Not just last night. The men came together last night. The women came together the day before. 44,000 women raised $1.2 million collectively on one phone call for Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign. And then last night, the brothers on that phone call, and that was I forgot how many he said. Well, I think it was like 59,000 men on the across all of the spectrum, and they were able to raise $1.3 million towards the campaign. So altogether, you're talking maybe $2.5 million in 2 days, in a number of hours, y'all. This is the power of organization. This is the power of leadership, and it shows what can happen when you have effective leadership in place. We can do it. It can be done. And the same thing as I was listening to them last night, and then listening to what the women talked about on their call, it came to me. It's like, wow. These people can come together in a couple of manner of hours and put something together in place like this to be able to show support for, a candidate, presidential candidate. And it just shows what we can do when we put our minds to it. Same thing that we can do as entrepreneurs. Same thing that we can do as leaders when we put our minds to it. When we have the mindset, what's my motto on Monday? Mindset, motivate, move Monday. That's what has happened. When you have the mindset, when you have the motivation, you can then move. And that's what to me, these last 2 days with this galvanization was about. It was about the mindset, the right motivation, and the right movement, moving into a movement. We have to go from but then we have to go from movement, from an experience, which was last night before. That's an experience. But now you have to galvanize into a movement. The civil rights movement era, that was a movement. It took a group of people and it moved them from one situation to another situation. And my question to everyone that has been a part of these last 2 days, is it just a moment for you, or is it a movement? Because the thing from my reading and what I learned about the civil rights movement, it was a moment that was it moved into a movement, but the movement only lasted because it wasn't structured in a way to be a sustainable movement. And then once the moment was gone, then what was left wasn't structure. So my thing is, when you're an entrepreneur, when you're looking to be a part of something that is a movement, what structures have you put in place? What structures are you putting in place so that it can be sustainable? And once the experience wears off, you then have a sustainable movement. Is your business, and I'm actually just Tell the Truth Tuesday, y'all, so y'all know I'm going to keep it real. Is your business a moment, or are you trying to make it a sustainable movement? What structures do you have in place? What ground foundational principles is your brand built on? If the wannabe movement isn't grounded in anything, it'll just be a moment. It'll be a blip on the scale. Your business will just be a blip on the scale. And too many people in this 21st century, they just want the blip. I'm going to get in and get out. It's like hopscotch. I'm going to get in, get my money, and get out. I just want enough to be able to take care of my life for the rest of my life so I don't have to work. That's it. That's all I care about. As opposed to a movement where you have impact, not only for you, but for the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. So y'all know what we've been talking about this week. We've been dealing with keeping the doors open. And here's the thing that I'm going to correlate this to the civil rights movement. The civil rights movement was a movement. They opened the doors. But honestly, and y'all might get mad, but hey, it's Tell the Truth Tuesday. Y'all can get mad at me, shoot me the emails, all you want to. I don't care. I'm going to tell it. Like Petey Green said, I'm going to tell it like it's supposed to be told. The civil rights movement was a moment. And I say it was a moment, and it takes nothing away from everything that we achieved, that our parents and our grandparents achieved, because they put us in a position to go beyond the moment. But what happened was they didn't make it so that it could be sustainable, a sustainable movement. The Operation Breadbasket. It is one of the most, if you haven't read the book, Operation Breadbasket, it is 2 books that you need to get. You need to add to your library. And I'm not saying just go read it. I want you to have it in your library to be able to go back to. One is Operation Breadbasket. And the other one is Dr. King's Chaos. Where do we go from here? Chaos or Community. These last 2 days have been a reflection of both of those books. And here's the thing. If those that put these 2 events together, these 2 moments together, last night and the night before, if those that put those moments together want to have a sustainable movement, what has to be different from Operation Breadbasket, and what has to be different from the Civil Rights Movement, what has to be different from what Dr. King talked about in his book, Where Do We Go From Here, is building infrastructure. What infrastructure is being built? What infrastructure are you building in your business to make it sustainable? Yeah, I'm throwing this all together today. It's Tell the Truth Tuesday. And it's great, don't get me wrong. I like being a part of these moments, as I call it. But I'm tired of moments. I'm tired, super tired of moments. Morning, Ronnie. Thanks for joining. I'm tired of moments. I want sustainable movements. If you are an entrepreneur and you want your brand to be a sustainable movement, then you've got to put processes, procedures, you've got to put infrastructure in place in order for that to happen. So in order to be able to keep the doors open. We talked yesterday about prioritizing your employee well-being. Well, for those that you are committed to serving, are you prioritizing them? Are you prioritizing the next generation? As an entrepreneur, are you prioritizing those that work for you? Are you prioritizing those that work with you? And are you prioritizing those that you serve? So we talked about that yesterday. So let's get into this today. We want to talk about you need to streamline operations for efficiency. I'm going to say that again. Write it down. This is number 2. This is the second day of keep the doors open. How you keep the doors open. Streamline operations for efficiency. And here's the way you do that. You maximize productivity. You got to maximize your productivity. I talk about this in my book, The Customer's Not Always Right. How do you maximize productivity? Well, here's the thing. You must regularly evaluate, refine processes to eliminate inefficiencies, and you must utilize project management tools and automation to enhance your workflow. Are you getting the most out of the work that you're doing? Are you getting the most out of the work that those that are working for you are doing? Are you getting the most out of those that are working with you doing? Does everybody understand what they are supposed to produce? Does everybody understand the objective? Does everybody understand the vision? And does everybody understand their part that they play in getting the results that you want? And I'm getting ready to use a Bible reference, so I hope y'all don't think I'm getting all churchy and turn me off and everything like that, but hear me out. In the Bible, in the Old Testament, Nehemiah is tasked with building the wall. Now, and I've said this before, Nehemiah doesn't build the wall. His task was to get the wall built. And the way that you build your wall, or that we build the wall, and that you build a sustainable brand, that you build a sustainable movement, is you have to have order in place. And the thing that made building the wall successful was a couple of things. One, the people, those that were working with Nehemiah, had a mind to build. So they were in direct connection with what needed to be done. Everybody understood what needed to be done. Not only did they understand what needed to be done, they understood their part in getting it done. And everybody understood their part in building the wall. This is the part that I'm going to concentrate. I'm going to be focused on my part of the wall. I can't be worried about, well, I'm doing more than him or her. She doing more than him or her, or this person is getting in more shine than me. I don't want to hear that. If you're going to keep your doors open, you can't worry about what others are doing. You've got to worry about keeping your doors open. You've got to worry about those that are working for you and streamlining what they do. So making sure that they understand what they do. Those that work with you, they understand their responsibilities in building your wall. So that's the first thing. Is you gotta, in order to maximize your productivity, you've got to make sure that you evaluate what you're doing so that everybody knows what they're doing, and you can evaluate how it's going to get done and how it's getting done. Is it getting done? Is it not getting done? You keep the doors open by doing constant, consistent evaluation. You turn a moment into a movement, into a committed movement, into a consistent movement, into a long-lasting moment by making sure that you have evaluation processes in place. That's the first thing. The second thing is, what are you going to do to continuously improve the sustainable moment? The thing that happened with the civil rights movement was they didn't have continuous improvement. They didn't have systems, processes in place to make it a sustainable moment, a movement. And hopefully that's what we learn. I know this is the business lesson that I learned from looking at the civil rights movement, from looking at Dr. King's Chaos of Community, from looking at the Operation Breadbasket, from looking at how businesses need to function in order to be able to keep the doors open. I've seen it. Many businesses have closed down because they refuse to continuously improve. They got complacent in being where they were. It's almost like the athlete that thinks that since he's gotten to the league, or he's gotten to the NFL, he doesn't have to continuously work and improve. Once you get there, you got there, but trust and believe it's going to take more for you to sustain, to be there, than what it took for you to get there. You've got to do even more. And I'm here to tell you today, I'm here to tell you on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, Talk to Me Tuesday, is that you got to do more. If you want to keep the doors open, you've got to do more. You've got to want more for your business, for your brand. And those that want more, those that do more, will go from they will go from being a moment to a movement, and then to a sustainable movement. I keep saying moment, sustainable movement. So the question is, do you just want to be a moment? Do you just want to be a movement? Or do you want to be a sustainable movement? That choice is up to yours. I can't make it for you. Nobody can make that choice for you but you. And if your answer is yes, that I want to be a sustainable movement, then you've got to put those actions, those ideas, that wisdom, the insight, the strategies, the principles, the all of that in place in order for you to be sustainable. That's what it's all about. So that's what I've learned these last 2 days with these two gigantic moments that have happened. And it's absolutely phenomenal. Great to see. Great to hear. I love it. I think it's great. But is it just a moment? Is it a movement? Or is it a sustainable movement? Is it sustainable actions? Do you want to keep your doors open? That's the only question I have to ask of you today. Do you want to keep the doors open? And if you say yes, then what are you doing to ensure that the doors get kept open? Do you have your systems in place? Are you taking care of those that are working for you, that are working with you? How are you serving them so that it becomes more than just a moment, more than just a movement, that it is sustainable? You have to have the mindset in order to be able to do it. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. If this resonates with you, and I hope that it does, I want you to, take the time to think today and ask yourself, where is my brain? Where is my business? Where is it that I want it to be? What vision do you have for it? And you want to surround yourself with those that have the same kind of mindset, because if you have a mind to build a sustainable movement with your brand, with your business, what you do is put in place those action steps, those principles, those policies, those procedures, processes, in order to be able to sustain it. That's it. So if this sounds like something that you want to do it in more detail, then connect with me. That's what we do in the Brand You Suite. That's what we're here for. We're here to assist you to be able to build a sustainable brand, a sustainable movement. So connect with us. Don't forget, go to the YouTube channel. You can get more insight, wisdom, and ideas there from the podcast, the Brand New podcast that we do and that we have there. All of the digital content is there. You can check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. I need you to subscribe first of all, but then like, comment, and share on what you see in there. If it's helpful to you, if it's something that you can actually use those principles and ideas that we talk about there. I want you to utilize them. That's what they're there for. That's what I create this for. That's what I use this platform for, to create sustainable movements. That the time for moments is gone. I'm tired of moments, y'all. We've had moments throughout the years, great moments. I'm ready for a sustainable movement. Not just a movement, a sustainable movement. Let's build sustainable movement. A sustainable movement, so that it goes in sustainable movements. Sustainable movement moves from generation to generation to generation to generation. And we've got to learn that. We've got to understand that. We've got to do that. So, it's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We here all week, y'all. We're going to keep the doors open. I promise you, I'm going to give you insight, wisdom, and the ideas in order to be able to keep the doors open. Because y'all know my mission, my assignment is to make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year, and to assist you to keep the doors open. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a super fantastic day. Enjoy yourself. Smile. I'm gonna say this all week long. Do something fun today. Want you to enjoy your day today. Smile. Do something fun. Have a good lunch. Get your favorite lunch. You haven't had your favorite food in a minute. Have it for lunch today. I want you to do that today. Something to make you smile. Do something that will make you smile. If it's your favorite lunch, your favorite food, have that today. All right? We'll talk to you soon. Peace.